from 9 till 10, the PowerPoint station, the power behind the sports. Good morning.
Style of performances after the 1-0 victory over Madagascar last Friday.
I think I'll put it down to us. Performance wasn't good enough. A lot of people have made references regards to defensive midfield players. We were able to change that. But when Shamir will come on, this is a player that has not played in the first team for 3 months. He's had a big injury, was out for a long period of time. So the thinking was that I think we could use him in the second half if we needed to make changes and so on. But as regards to defensive midfield players, it's about how you try the position. And what we tried to do was for them to not to play on the same level, to particularly Salish to play just that little bit higher. But you need good rhythm in your passing, and we probably didn't have good enough rhythm in that passing in that game.
Chris Newton there now. Iñaki Williams running to score his first goal for Ghana last Friday against Madagascar. Michael Red Crumple believes this is good for his confidence and could open up the way for more goals.
Thinking his first goal would be scrappy or penalty, something to get his confidence up. But what a goal it was. Brilliant header. I'm just hoping that it opens more doors for him with regards to the Black Stars, and now he feels more at ease and home. If your family does something good, like what he's been doing in Spain in the past few years, I've always said that he's one of the most technical players in the team, and I think we saw a bit of that looking at his raw gameplay against Madagascar.
So that is from on Iñaki Williams saying what the African World Cup qualified former Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah, who is at the helm of the Sudanese national football team, steered his squad to victory against the formidable DR Congo side. The match held in Brazil Stadium filled with anticipation marked a significant milestone for Appiah in his coaching career with the Sudan national team. A 1-0 victory it was for them. Well, don't forget, he's supported by Ghanaian assistants Ignacio Sefusu and Fatah Dowda. So after the game, we could see them applauding the fans and then very happy having the first victory of the qualifying campaign. After 2 games, Kwesi Appiah and his technical team have 4 points in there. Now moving on, Nigeria suffered a second setback in 4 days to their hopes of competing in the 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign with a 1-1 draw against Zimbabwe on Sunday. Walter Musoma scored a free kick to put Zimbabwe in the first half before Kenichi Iheanacho equalized for Nigeria. Last Thursday, Nigeria also had to come from behind to draw 1-0 at home against Lesotho, the lowest rank of the 6 Group C teams. So very unfortunately, for the Super Green Eagles, if you're watching us on Facebook, that was the goal conceded by Francis Uzo. Nigeria's goalkeepers never get better. Now saying with the results from the World Cup qualifying campaign for Africa, Burundi were defeated 2-1 by Gabon. Nigeria traveled to Mozambique to defeat them by 2-0. There was another victory for that is Egypt to defeating Sierra Leone by 2-0. And just like I said earlier, Sudan defeating the Democratic Republic of Congo by 1-0. Matches coming up: Djibouti against Guinea-Bissau, Eritrea against Congo, Ivory Coast against Gambia, Liberia host Equatorial Guinea, Kenya travel to Seychelles, Chad play against Madagascar, and Mali against the Central African Republic. These are matches coming up today. Now let's drop to the Ghana Premier League, and Nswachama Football Club head coach Max Oknedo was rushed to the hospital on Sunday evening for medical attention after he was attacked by some fans of Tano Bofuakwa. Let's hear from the report of Nswachama's general manager Eric Alagidede, who spoke about the assault on Max Oknedo. Eric.
Assault for the end of the game after 90 minutes when the game had actually ended 0-0. The policeman on duty, I must say, I don't know how it happened, but the inner perimeter was first open and all the fans trooped into the inner perimeter. Whilst my players and my coaches were rushing to go through the tunnel and go and enter into the dressing room, they were actually looking for the referees to attack. And someone hit Coach Max Oknedo with an object and he went down unconscious. So he was rushed to the dressing room, he was unconscious, they tried, and then the ambulance service came in, they tried and revived him from there, and I walked in and then we asked that he be taken to the hospital. So the ambulance actually came in. When we took him into the ambulance, I think he went off again. drove him to the Sunyani Regional Hospital, and he was admitted. So we were still locked up in the stadium. I was trying to, movers were broken here and there. Hell was loose all over because the fans were all over the place. But trying to enter into the dressing rooms.
Okay, but what I want to understand then.
We have gone. We have got to the point and we were excited going back home. What would be our business in the United Kingdom in the first place? There was no business there. My fans had gone. They were even going up. They had bought their buses and returned. So clearly, they were looking for the rest. And I don't know, coach was actually rushing to go into the inner perimeter because the way and manner the gates were open for the fans to go into the inner perimeter. I really understand it. So clearly, someone took advantage and just hit him with an object and he went off.
Well, very unfortunate there for Max Oklodi. As it stands now, the coach hasn't been revived. Well, they said he came conscious around 10 p.m. but he went off just after 2 hours and is still unconscious. We'll get more updates and video later on. Now to the result from the Ghana Premier League match week 11. Asante Kotoko defeated Median FC by a goal to nil. Become Chelsea won. Lagos City's Leo Nations FC traveled to beat BBN Gold Stars by a goal to nil. And there was a goalless draw between before Kwatano and then Swatch one draw, I should say, and then RTU defeated Dreams FC by 3 goals to 1. Let's have a quick listen to Asante Kotoko assistant coach David Dixon after their win over the champions.
That is a hard time, and my boys are mentally prepared for this particular game. And you can see it in the game. It's unfortunate we couldn't kill the match in the first 15 minutes, but it's a process. Gradually it will come, the goals will come. In game, normally when you are go up, the opponents have that extra energy to push, and that is what happened. But we were able to manage the game, and we came out victorious.
They came out victorious last Saturday. Karela United recorded a 2-1 victory over Ediana FC. Shaibu Tanko, the head coach for Karela, was a very pleased man.
It's great, except that we still have more work to do in order to continue winning until the league is over. And the two goals were the moment that defined the match, so we are content with it. Easy to beat such a wonderful club. They are a good side. They played. I've never experienced this sort of play against us before. This is the first time I told the coach that he has a good team, but he will also fight for our team next time we are missing the goals. Knowing them gives me impression as to how to play them.
That is from Shaibu Tanko. Now your champion with the Ghana FC coach was not pleased with decisions from the match officials.
Yeah, I think it was a very nice game, especially with them having one of the best coaches in the country. Playing them, I think they played well in the first half, and then the second half we also put a little bit to see we can equalize. But the 2 goals that they disallowed, I'm not clear with the 2 goals, so I have to go home and then look at the video well, and then I can give a comments about it. I don't normally talk about officiating, but I think he went offline sometimes, so I have to, react, because we are also human. If you see something and it's not going well, I think you will react, so that's why you see me in action.
The Yahweh champion there now to Christopher Enen, who coached for Brecon Chelsea. Well, he managed to get a home win, but he's still frustrated at how the fans always complain about situations not going right. He explains why after the 1-0 victory.
Missing a penalty, scoring to it's really bring the confidence down. But finally, we made it. I'm really getting upset with the fans because it started last season. I won almost all my home games and their win was not coming. They started complaining. Coach cannot win away. Now started winning away, we struggled at home, they are complaining. So just imagine, I only have to forget about them and focus on getting 10 points. It doesn't matter where we go early and get points. The way I'm playing home and I'm going to get my points is what I'm going to focus now on the team.
That is from Christopher Enen there. Now to the back princesses, and they qualified to the final round of the 2024 World Cup. 20 qualifiers after 2-0 win against Virginia at Craswell Stadium, sealing an 8-1 aggregate triumph over their opponents. Here is head coach Yusuf Basiri after the game.
I don't know what happened. We had a early goal and then we followed up. They thought that we're going to, win massively. So because of that, completely set, I made them aware 2-0 in the first half was not good enough. Even though we had qualified already even before coming to, but we knew they were not coming to
to make Ghanaians happy. We needed to impress for Ghanaians to be happy because yes, they enjoy entertainment football. Today, I myself wasn't too happy, but they did entertain Ghanaians.
Out to Mamelodi Sundowns, ladies, and they are the champions of Africa again after cruising to a 3-0 win over Sporting Club Casablanca in the final of the CAF Women's Champions League. A brace from Refilwe Lakeli and a strike from Bitumelo Rabali was enough as the South African Giants reclaimed the title. Now, Ghana Women's Premier League champions Apen Dakwan ladies lost out on third place after a 2-0 loss to AS FAR Rabat in the bronze medal match of the 2023 CAF Women's Champions League. Former ladies attacker Mefie Nyame and Gisela Shebak scored the goals for the North African side. Now moving on to the Euro 2024 qualifiers, there's going to be a big battle between Ukraine and defending champions Italy, who are vying for one of the 5 Euro 2024 tickets on the final match day of the qualifiers. Will face each other in the tournament host country of Germany. Coming off a 5-2 win over North Macedonia on Friday, Italy need only a draw in Leverkusen to qualify. So you look at the table, Italy are second on 13 points. Ukraine follow with 13 points. Now Italy overcame some nerves with a win against North Macedonia, and there could be more jitters today as the Azzurri will be under pressure not to miss a second straight big tournament. Now very unfortunate news coming in for FC Barcelona as their midfielder Gavi had to limp off the pitch with a serious knee injury in Sunday's Euro 2024 qualifier against Georgia. The 19-year-old was tackled from behind, buckling the knee that had his weight on it before leaving the pitch in tears. It's a serious injury to his knee, but we need to see how bad it is actually. The Spanish Football Federation revealed. Now, some results from the Euro 2024 qualifiers. Bruno Fernandes and Ricardo Horta net the goals for Roberto Martinez, Portugal, with Cristiano Ronaldo not on the score sheet to end with 10 wins from 10 matches in Group G. Slovakia finished 8 points behind Portugal in their second qualifying place after a 2-1 win over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Now Luxembourg, who will head into the playoffs, were a further 5 points adrift after closing out an impressive group stage showing with a 1-0 success in Liechtenstein. Now the Serbians will finish second in Group G behind Hungary, who snuffed out any hopes Montenegro had of progressing by defeating them 3-1 in Budapest. The other matches coming up today: Ukraine against Italy, North Macedonia against England, the Czech Republic against Moldova, Albania against Faroe Islands, Denmark play against Northern Ireland, Slovenia against Kazakhstan, and San Marino against Finland. Now this morning the Under-17 World Cup enters into the knockout phase, and in the round of 16 Ecuador play against Brazil and Spain against Japan. The first game is at 8:30 between Ecuador against Brazil, and Spain play against Japan at 12 midday. Let's get into some boxing news. And Isaac, the Royal King, his attempt to get a shot at the WBC featherweight title suffered a hit following his defeat to Nick Ball in the final eliminator in Manchester. He suffered a unanimous defeat after all 3 judges scored in favor of Ball: 116, 111, 118, 109, and 119-108. The Ghanaian fight was eyeing an opportunity to fight Ray Vargas, who currently holds the title, and he is yet to defend the belt since his victory over Mark Maxayo in July 2022. This means Ball stands the chance of facing Vargas, while Dore, who has now lost 4 fights, seeks to find his way back to fighting the best in his division. Now finishing off with some tennis news: Novak Djokovic won a record-breaking 7th ATP Finals title on Sunday after beating local hero Jannik Sinner 6-3, 6-3 in Turin. Now world number 1 Djokovic moves clear of retired great Roger Federer in victories at the season-ending tournament after denying Italian Sinner a triumph on home soil. So that is some great news coming from Novak Djokovic there. That'll be all for sports this morning. My name is
Morning on Kesmi 107.1 FM.
I am Papa Jasco. I can listen to
Kesmi Morning on Kesmi.
We all did the calculation. Same as the NPP have their arithmetic references, we also have our references. They have the blue sheet, we have the blue sheet. They have the fact, we also have the fact. They have their strong room, we equally have our strong room. Let me tell you what some of the political parties did.
But these institutions are not permitted or do not live up to the expectations of the people.
To the three regions of the north. So the young people in the north, they don't have to rush to Accra or to Kumasi to find work anymore. There's going to be work right here in Tamale and in the northern regions of our country for the people to be able to work.
The people then end up looking forward to a correction of the past misdeeds or perception of misdeeds through an electoral process. So if we cannot have justice from our judiciary, we cannot have justice from government, etc. The only way we can have it is to vote it out.
107.1